dreaming of it, to have your brother with you in the garden throughout your younger years and saying to each other, oh, to me, and I'm going to drop the goal, yeah, they're going to win, and now someone's about to say it about you. Your whole life rests on a knife edge, according to how you feel at that time. To take on that mentally, intellectually, when you look at the posts are so wide, the space between the posts is this big, the space outside the post is infinite. So you want your mind to focus on that, when the whole thing is saying, probability is it could go anywhere. Add that to the fact I'd already had 2 goes and missed both them. So intellectually, to try and navigate that journey, it's a lost cause. And it would have ended up in basically that frozen, sort of paralyzed sense of like, I'm out. However, like we were saying yesterday, there's some sense of purpose of why you're supposed to be in certain places at certain times, and why that obsession you spoke about, when you fight it and think, I shouldn't be obsessed, I should be different, it creates stress on top of stress. But you then realize that all that obsession may be about creating such a memory path that when it comes to this moment, it's going to happen. But you need trust to do that. I operated through complete... Can you hear me? Yeah. So I operated through complete distrust my entire life. But if I'd been able just to trust that all of that obsession was part of the path, there was a reason why, and all those moments and the injuries and coming back and all that fight, because that was part of the path, to put me in that space so that when that ball comes from Matt Dawson, I am not there. All of that is just doing it for me. And I remember seeing the ball drop from my hand, but not feeling the urge to kick it. I didn't try and kick it, I just watched the ball drop, and as I was watching it, I remember thinking, there was something through my mind, yeah, that's about right. And as my foot started to hit the ball, not me doing it, but my foot just came through, I'm watching my foot going, yeah, that's about right. And then I see the ball start, and as I'm watching the ball, I'm thinking, yeah, that's about right as well. Eventually to the point that I'm so passive as that beautifully involved and engaged witness of this, that I'm watching it, and as it goes through the post, suddenly I click out of that state, and I go, bloody hell, we've done it. And you can see it on the video that before I'm just watching, because there's no way I'm supposed to be thinking my way through that. But that trust I never had, and that trust I think has come from that to understand now, that moment was followed by 4 years of injury. That moment was followed by, and preceded by depression, anxiety, and all these kind of things. But to allow it and accept it and trust in it with a gentle excitement about what may be next has been the key. And here we are sat on here at a food thing. Who'd have thought 20 years ago you and me were like, should we meet in 20 years at a food festival? You'll be wearing an apron. I'll have a drink, it's stupid. But if you just go with it and trust that, okay, this was my plan. My plan was to win all those Grand Slams beforehand. We lost them all. Every time. It's not how it should be, it's not how it should be. But then you win the next one. And then you unbeaten year. And the World Cup quarterfinal, we almost lose against Wales. We're in the change room. This isn't how it should be. But you just at some point go, but let's see where it's going. And here we are, and who knows where it's going next, but it feels right. I'm kind of looking at this being like, yeah, that's about right.